In Shreveport, a 3-year-old little girl is fighting for her life after having been shot in a residential complex on Bernice Circle last night. Our Alexis Thrower spoke with officials to find out more about how this happened and why. Alexis?
Yes, today I visited the complex to see if any of the residents would be willing to speak to me, but as the people at home know, that's a hit or miss. Nobody was really in a position to speak. However, I was able to follow up with Police Chief Ben Raymond today, and he says that he's pretty tight-lipped about what he can share about the investigation. But in the meantime, I can tell you what we know thus far. So the shooting happened around 9:30 yesterday evening in the West Cedar Grove neighborhood. It was some type of domestic dispute that resulted in gunfire inside of one of the homes. Police Chief Ben Raymond and Mayor Adrian Perkins were on scene, and I asked Chief Raymond about possible strategies to better ensure the safety of children's lives. He says this.
I don't think it's caused us to question what we're doing. I think it shows the importance of what we're doing. And again, you know, if we had 500,000 police officers, you wouldn't be able to prevent every shooting, right? We can't be in everybody's house. We can't be in everybody's car. We can't, you know, we're not involved in every confrontation.
Chief Raymond went on to say that it is a matter of getting guns out of the hands of the wrong people. He says that they are in the process of interviewing witnesses from last night's shooting, but as we continue to know those details, we will be sure to keep you updated right here on air and online at ktbs.com. Carl?
All right, thank you, Alexis.
First at 5, a sad beginning to this newscast as a 3-year-old girl is fighting for her life after being shot in the head in a residential complex on Bernice Circle last night. Our Alexis Thrower spoke with officials to find out more. Alexis, what'd you find out?
Yes, before I got to the officials, I went out into the community to see if any of the residents of that area would be willing to speak on camera. And of course, there was nobody who was willing to speak. However, I was able to talk with Police Chief Ben Raymond a little bit, and he's very tight-lipped about some of the information that he can give as of right now. However, a little after 4 o'clock, the Shreveport Police Department did issue a press release giving the details and confirming those details of what we've been reporting thus far. And that's that a little after 9 o'clock yesterday evening, in the West Cedar Grove neighborhood, there was that shooting that took place. It was some type of domestic dispute that resulted in some kind of gunfire inside of a home. Police Chief Ben Raymond and Mayor Adrian Perkins were on scene, and when asked his thoughts about the shooting, here's what Perkins believes to be a contributing issue to the problem.
It was of a domestic type of nature. We can't allow that, and it's these guns. It's improper handling of guns. Create certain incidents. It's illegal guns create certain incidents. And the way that we can come together to work on this is not just getting these guys to go out into the streets and seize guns, but also lock your own guns up.
Perkins went on to say that some people will go as far as breaking into cars with cars that have actually legally registered gun owners, and with that, that's how guns are getting into the wrong hands. And then with this particular investigation, they still don't have anybody in custody for this shooting, but as we continue to know more, because they're still piecing things together, we will keep you updated right here on air and online at ktbs.com. Back to you.
On the crime beat now with a very sad story as a 3-year-old girl is in critical condition tonight after being shot in the head late last night. Our Alexis Thrower spoke with city leaders to find out more. Alexis?
Yes, I've been trying to speak with city officials to see what they can find out and tell me, but honestly, they're still trying to piece together what exactly happened. So the information they do have, they've been really tight-lipped about it. I can say, though, that earlier today I tried to go and speak to the community members to see if they were willing to talk on camera, and this is just one of those things. People are in no position to speak on camera about the matter, and property managers there were quick to push all media off the premises. However, I did get a press release a little after 4 o'clock today from the Shreveport Police Department, and they were able to confirm some of the details that we've already been reporting, which was that yesterday around 9 p.m. there was a shooting that happened, and it was of that 3-year-old little girl in the West Cedar Grove neighborhood. It was some type of domestic dispute that resulted in gunfire inside of a home. Now, Police Chief Ben Raymond and Mayor Adrian Perkins were on the scene. So with that, today I asked Mayor Perkins if he plans to explore strategies that will better protect the lives of children. And here's what he says he's working on.
Doing over $1 million of investment across the board this year into Shreveport Police Department, various technologies, working with nonprofit organizations to work with recidivism, to work with mentoring our children. So we're doing everything we can to reach out to the community and bring them in closer to us, because it's really going to have to take a collective effort.
The details of this case are still developing, but Mayor Perkins and Police Chief Ben Raymond say guns play a part in it. So as we continue to know more, we will be sure to keep you updated right here on air and online. But reporting from the Shreveport Police Department, I'm Alexis Thrower.